Good day to Madam. We are from Group 11. Today we are going to present about the impact of COVID-19 on the tourism industry. So now I will pass it to our first presenter, Zhi Chen.
Hi, my name is Zhi Chen. For the introduction, the coronavirus disease 19, COVID-19 is the most worrisome issue on the planet. SARS-CoV-2 is another name for it. COVID-19 is recently identified coronavirus strain that can cause respiratory infection in people. It first applied in Wuhan, China. The Chinese government notified the World Health Organization towards the end of the 2019 that there were numerous instances of pneumonia with unknown cause. According to the National Health Commission of China, people infected with coronavirus may go to seafood market in China that sell live animals. Malaysia tourist sector is suffering as a traveler from all over the world cancel booking and postpone vacation plan to Malaysia, owning the concern about the virus. Furthermore, the number of visitors has decreased as a result of the Malaysian government enforcing travel restriction and prohibition. The economic stimulus plan is anticipated to help Malaysia's tourist industry and economy survive this difficult moment. Thank you.
My name is Siang Ting, and now I'm going to continue the presentation about the impact of COVID-19 on airline industry and travel destination. First and foremost, the demand for passenger air transportation has dropped due to the decline of tourists during lockdowns. Airlines across the country has been forced to cease operation and ground most of their fleet since the implementation of the movement control order on March 18, 2020. And it caused some of the companies facing the risk of bankruptcy. The airlines company in Malaysia are suffering from the pandemic, especially those related most on distant international markets. Due to the flight cancellation, airlines face huge losses and they adopt some solution to reduce the expenses. For instance, some airlines decide to cut down employee salary, provide unpaid leave, lay off employees, and apply for bank loans. Besides that, some airlines try to create profit from other sources such as conduct online delivery and open restaurants. The movement control forced non-essential businesses such as amusement and theme park industry to close and result in some of the small tourism-related businesses has to permanently close due to unaffordable losses as the constantly rising of costs even they are temporarily closed. In addition, the travel restriction and movement control has also led to postponement of businesses. Businesses are delaying and closed temporarily to reduce their expenses and losses. That's all for my part, and now I will pass to Ying to continue the presentation.
My name is Kuang Yi Yei. Now I want to present about the impact of COVID-19 on travel destination industry. The numbers of tourists had dropped significantly. The travel ban also caused car rental company in Langkawi hard to maintain their business. The tourist destination in Pulau Langkawi has also become no tourist. For example, the Langkawi Sky Bridge, Underwater World, Langkawi Cable Car, and so on. According to the National Recovery Plan, the Malaysian government has announced a travel bubble plan. It allows people who are fully vaccinated to travel to specific tourist places. Langkawi is the first tourist place that the government plans to reopen. The government trusts that the travel bubble plan can rebuild parts of the economy was hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. Next, I want to present about the impact of COVID-19 on the restaurant industry. The sales of restaurants at tourist places have dropped, and it can be affected for several reasons. The first example is the government has barred dining at restaurants and shortened the operation hour for the restaurants. Due to the shortened business hours, some of the people might miss the chance to buy dinner at the restaurants because the restaurant has closed, The second impact of COVID-19 on the restaurants at tourist places is that the demand of food delivery has risen instantly. The demand of food delivery has risen instantly has also brought a good impact for the restaurant. Through the food delivery application, the restaurant can also explore their business to other areas. Another impact on restaurants in tourist destination is the reduction of tourist customers due to the travel ban imposed by the government. As the COVID-19 pandemic, the Malaysian government has closed our borders from March 2020. This has caused significant losses to some restaurants whose customers are mainly tourists. That's all for my part. Now I pass to Choi. Thank you.
My name is Wong, Choi, and now I want to continue to present the further impact of the global pandemic on the hotel industry. The first impact is that the increase in the number of cancer rooms has also caused many of our hotel companies to face huge losses. For example, Kuala Lumpur is the city with the largest number of cancer booking in Malaysia. The massive cancellation of hotel reservation is expected to continue until the end of the MCO. Second is the decline in profitability caused many hotel companies to face the risk of bankruptcy or loss. Due to Malaysian government continue to implement and tighten the travel ban, which caused the hotel industry rationalize manpower in the form of unpaid leave, wages cut, and even layoff, which also increased the number of unemployed. Next, the COVID-19 pandemic has also affected the employment rate of the hotel industry. A large number of layoffs in the hotel industry can also cause depreciation and affect the mental health of employees, so they have a higher degree of fear of economic crisis. Next slide. After that, in order to maintain their livelihood, some hotels will cooperate with the government to transform hotels into isolate centers, while others venture into catering industry as a stable sources of income. Finally, the current shutdown also allowed managers to carry out activities commonly promoted, such as safety plans, social media presence, or corporate social responsibility, in order to increase customer willingness to patronize hotels. That's all of my part, so now I will pass it to our last presenter, Bi Ling.
I'm Chong Bi Ling. Now I'm going to present the conclusion part. In conclusion, the COVID-19 bring a lot of impact to economy, especially for tourism industry. The tourism industry include the airline industry, travel destination industry, restaurant in the tourist area, and also the hotel industry. Next. To rescue the country's tourist sector, the ministry created and implemented the Tourism Recovery Plan under the National Tourism Policy 2020 to 2030 in close cooperation with the industry group. Besides, the government has also announced a number of economic stimulus programs, including Pemulih Pemukasa Plus and Pemukasa. Next. Tourism industry need to prepare for a full economic recovery as well as a significant rebound from pending their demand. Therefore, the recommendation that our group suggests toward the tourism industry is they can upgrade their existing facility and equipment. Besides, they also can make some innovation to let the people feel interesting and want to go for travel. Next, the tourism industry can also launch some affordable and economical travel package for future year to attract the local and foreigner to make some reservation and pay deposit. The manager of the tourism industry can also train their staff to improve their professional competence by adapting to the new normal. Although the domestic prolongation will be length and may result in a higher industry losses than anticipated in 2022, the player with excellent flexibility will climb up to the top and be better equipped to deal with the next emergency. Thank you. That's all for my part.
Everyone can ask any question from other team members. So now I have a question. What is your opinion that the vaccine really can help the Malaysian economy?
Yes, in my opinion, getting vaccinated against the coronavirus has immediate and significant health advantage. It is also an important part of Malaysia's economic recovery. Increased vaccination coverage not only keep people healthier, but it also reduce healthcare expenses. So make it easier for individuals to return to work and boost overall economic activity.
Okay, clear.
Okay, now I have a question about the aviation industry making improvement on their service during the closure.
Yes, they are looking to technology to make passenger air travel safer. Before the pandemic, airlines and airports were already investing in touchless technology and face recognition tools to speed up their boarding experience. Now there will be more of such non-contact tools. For instance, KLIA has introduced an ultraviolet disinfection technology that can block the spread of airborne infection Pentagon in its toilet.
Okay, clear.
What is the reaction of the customer after the government announced the restaurant can reopen for dine-in?
Although some restaurants survived the pandemic and reopened for dine-in, it was also reported that many customers prefer either queuing up for takeaways or using food delivery platform to have a delivery services to their home. Moreover, some of the restaurants in the tourist places are far away from their home, so they will choose a delivery service. Apart from that, some of the customers did not complete their vaccine progress. This kind of customer are not allowed to dine in the restaurant.
Oh, I see.
Any other question?
Yes, I'm curious about if the current pandemic cannot be contained soon and travel restriction persists. What does this mean for the hotel industry?
Okay, some hotel company will sell part of their assets to maintain their livelihood, and some other hotel development project may not be realized and transformed into alternative use. After this crisis, the world will become more accustomed to flexible and remote working method. The hotel real estate will be revised accordingly. Flexible working place will become a normal part of the hotel, such as co-working space and special area for video call. In addition, free and fast internet will become a necessary condition for hotel all over the world.
Okay, clear.
In my opinion, does the action taken by the government really bring benefits to the tourist industry?
Okay, in my opinion, the answer definitely is yes. The government action can ensure the sustainability of the tourism industry. For example, the hoteler, theme park operator, conference center, retail mall, and the tour operator will receive a 10% utility bill reduction from October to December 2021. A total of 2,899 tour agency has received the support with 3,000 ringgit in one-time special assistance. This government's economic stimulus package can still let the tourism industry to survive while also protecting the job of thousands of employees.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bi Ling.